Hi, it's Zubble1975 and welcome to Elite Dangerous on console. Yep, still playing the console version, and today I want to bring you something that we don't get on console. I hadn't even thought about this hadn't even crossed my mind, it wasn't something that was on my radar. We have fleet carriers, we pay a lot of money for these fleet carriers. Quite often the game crashes when we're trying to do anything with fleet carriers because fleet carriers are a bit of a pain in the arse on console, as you can see. You get some really weird bugs when you use fleet carriers on console. If we've got a system with a lot of fleet carriers in it, because the bandwidth restrictions on the older consoles, you tend to get quite a lot of lag in those systems. If you're in Wing, you can get even more lag. So systems with a lot of fleet carriers can be quite buggy. Fleet carriers themselves can be quite buggy, but we do love our fleet carriers. I personally do not regret the amount of money I spent or the grinding to get my fleet carrier. It's been really good to me. It's a really awesome thing to have. It keeps your whole fleet together. It means you can bounce around the bubble like a yo-yo. I go through a lot of tritium because I tend to bounce my carrier around all over the place. Yeah, anyone keeping track of my carrier will tell you it just goes all over the place. Absolutely crazy the amount of mileage I do per week in my carrier. Yeah, since getting it, I'm way too lazy to fly anywhere normally. I just bounce the carrier around. But I had never really considered this. So basically, somebody came to my carrier to make a PPI payment. He was a PC player. He came to my carrier to make a PPI payment, which is I think our fourth PPI payment this year. We've done a couple of attacks. We've been paid by a couple of people up front, a couple of repeat customers and things like that. We've collected 4 PPI payments, so basically one a month, which is great. We're currently in the middle of a PPI attack at the moment, but I hadn't considered the fact when he came to my carrier, Scumpy Dog, to buy some gold from me at an overinflated price, thus paying the 200 million PPI money. He can actually go in and enter my carrier because this is something we can't do. And it seems it's really odd the fact that our carriers are in Odyssey and players can go in them and walk around, but we will never see that. We pay the money for the upkeep, we pay for our carriers, we'll never get to know what it's like to walk around inside them. He sent me a load of screenshots. They're not the highest resolution screenshots, but you know, it was just amazing just to see the interior of my carrier. You know, I am so tempted now to switch to squadron only, so other PC players can't enjoy the joys of Scumpy Docks that I can't enjoy. Yeah, it seems really odd to me, but that's what it is. You can go inside my carrier and wander around and see stuff that I, the owner of the carrier, will never be able to see. You know, he did say to me, like, do you want me to do this? It won't annoy you too much, and I was like, no, it won't annoy me because it's cool. It is really awesome. It's just odd that I won't ever experience it because I'm staying on console. I'm not going to PC. I had a look earlier today at speccing out a PC, and once it got over £2,000, I switched it closed down the computer and went back to play my Xbox. So no, I won't be getting a PC anytime soon because it's just too much money. If I went full nerd PC gamer, I couldn't justify it. Not with the rescue and the things we have to spend money on for the rescue. You know, there are more important priorities than me playing video games on a PC. You know, the Xbox does me fine as a filthy casual gamer that gets on and plays a bit in between work and rescue. You know, that's fine. And as in terms of YouTube, I've always been an Xbox YouTuber, and long may I continue. And I never will sit in that bright orange command chair, but I was glad it was bright orange. But yeah, that's really it for this video. I'm going to bring you the bit of carrier gameplay, which is still really cool, and I'll be back just after this to tell you about something else.
Warning, capital class signature detected. Incoming message.
Greetings, Commander. Please be mindful of other ships around this carrier.
So there we go, the sound design, the one cool thing we do get with fleet carriers. Amazing. It is ultimately quite sad in a way that we're never going to see the interior of our own carriers. Oh, and is that a friend of mine coming to shoot me in his all Flechette FDL? He's got a habit lately of turning up and attacking me in an all Flechette FDL, and I haven't worked out a counter to it. I thought I had, but my counter didn't work very well, so I need to build a better counter to it, which is something I need to work out, because it keeps turning up, shooting my drives out and jumping away. Took out the drives on my Type 9. I would have normally highwayed out, but Scooby was on his way over to see if he could jump in his Corvette and attack him, but unfortunately by the time Scooby got in, he'd already gone. He'd already taken my drives out and left. I couldn't quite hold out long enough, and yeah, I don't have any module reinforcement on my Type 9, or at least I didn't until after that incident. I rely on the double brace drives, and then I realised that was my Type 9. It doesn't have the double brace drives because I haven't bothered doing the engineering yet. So, you know, typical me. But yeah, I will actually show you what happened from this little visit in another video. But as far as this video goes, that's all. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know what you think about the fact that you have a carrier interior you'll never see, but people on PC will be able to go in and see it and interact with it. Kind of weirded me out slightly, but it was cool to see it. Anyway, that's all for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and I'll catch you in the next one.